Christmas in July is a very creative episode of Baby Looney Tunes, potentially problematic for some children, or rather some parents of children watching it, but ultimately a very sweet episode. This is the second segment of the 12th episode of the first season of Baby Looney Tunes, and it starts off with some flashbacks to other games that they'd been playing, which I thought was really good fun because it gave us a chance to see the babies in different costumes and playing different games. There was the dress-up costume competition for the cutest baby, and playing house, where they basically turned Lola into a stereotypical housewife while all the male characters lounged around, and it made me question all of a sudden why there were no female Looney Tunes characters, core protagonist Looney Tunes characters. Bugs, Daffy, Porky, Elmer Fudd, Foghorn Leghorn, Sylvester and Tweety. Never occurred to me they're all male. Moving on from that, they decide to play doctors or hospitals, but Lola realizes that she can't be the doctor because she hasn't got one of those thingies, as she puts it, and she describes a stethoscope. And she's upset by this, so the babies decide to pretend it's Christmas, because when it's Christmas, you get what you want, which may not be the best message, but I did have fun watching them create Christmas. I thought it was really entertaining, and I just love cartoons with a festive feel to it, and there are decorations, and it's really good fun, and I thought that was brilliant. But also Granny's involvement I loved, but I won't say any more than that. But it did make me slightly concerned that some young children might be watching it and decide to do the same thing and just fabricate Christmas, and then obviously when their present doesn't materialise, they're going to have a tantrum. So it maybe wasn't the best message, but as an episode, as long as it doesn't, traumatise young children who attempt to put this into practice, then it's not too bad. In fact, it's lovely. It's really good fun. It's nice that everybody went to the extent of making Christmas in July just to make Lola happy and get her what she wanted. And I think it worked better than if Lola had been the one to instigate it. If Lola had said, I know what I'll do, I'll pretend it's Christmas and I'll get what I want, the fact that the other babies had the idea meant it was basically selfless, which I think was the right decision. Still potentially problematic. I can see a child doing this. I have always been... It's interesting because I've never been that big on Christmas as an adult, but I've always been able to watch Christmas films throughout the year. I review Christmas films 12 months of the year. And sometimes it's just Christmas cartoons, sometimes it's feature films. So this is definitely the kind of thing I probably would have had a go at as a child. But thankfully, watching it now, I know that pretending it's Christmas won't quite get me what I want. But I still enjoyed the episode. Very creative, as long as it doesn't give any children the wrong idea.